Have you ever wondered what secrets a forest could keep if it had a memory of its own? What horrors might linger where humans dared to tread and then vanished? Deep in the Amazon, the trees don't just grow, they remember. And some memories are better left buried. The Amazon, a jungle so vast it swallows time itself, where the air hangs heavy with heat, rain, and the unspoken secrets of millennia. For centuries, explorers, scientists, and dreamers imagined it as an untouched paradise, a place where humans were merely intruders. But the forest has always had its own stories, dark, relentless, and unforgiving. And some of these stories are nightmares you can almost touch. Number 7. The Boiling River. Imagine walking through dense jungle, the air thick with humidity, when suddenly a low, almost alive rumble reaches your ears. Steam rises ahead like ghostly fingers clawing at the sky. You step closer and see a river. Wide and roaring, its surface boiling violently, water so hot it hisses and kills anything that touches it. The locals call it Chennai Tempishka, the river boiled by the sun, though the sun has nothing to do with it. Here, crocodiles, snakes, and birds meet instant death, their bodies found later, cooked to the bone. Scientists still debate the cause, proposing invisible geothermal faults deep beneath the Earth's crust. But locals whisper of Yakumama, the mother of waters, a serpent spirit who guards the river with lethal wrath. Standing at its edge, watching the water churn, it's impossible not to feel the forest's power and your own fragility. Number 6. Lost ancient cities. The Amazon is a graveyard of civilizations buried under layers of green. For centuries, scholars insisted that no complex societies could survive here, that the soil was too poor, the forest too ruthless. Then came LiDAR scans, slicing through the canopy, revealing vast networks of cities stretching for miles. Pyramids, ceremonial centers, canals, and roads, all hidden under centuries of growth. These weren't small tribes. They were empires, cities that thrived for generations, shaping the land itself. And then gone. Like a dream that vanishes the moment you wake, their streets overgrown, their history erased. The silence of these ruins is deafening. You can almost hear their stories whispered through the wind, stories we'll never fully know. Number 5. Vanished colonial outposts. The jungle doesn't just erase the ancient, it devours the recent past too. European settlers who dared carve empires in the forest left fortresses and towns that vanished almost immediately after abandonment. Stone walls toppled, streets swallowed by soil. Maps retained their names, but reality had long forgotten them. Modern LiDAR revealed geometric patterns, streets, and fortifications hidden under centuries of growth. The horror is not just that humans vanish, but how completely. Even the most powerful empires, Spanish, Portuguese, left nothing permanent here. The jungle doesn't forgive. It doesn't forget. It reclaims. Number 4. The march of illegal logging. Not all terror is ancient. Some arrives with a roar of chainsaws and the smell of burning wood. The Amazon, the lungs of the world, is dying. Illegal loggers tear through forests, leaving devastation visible from space. Every tree felled damages dozens more. Every road opens corridors for death. Indigenous communities, isolated for centuries, face sudden apocalypse. Diseases, violence, destruction. Threats for which they are unprepared. Watching it unfold via satellite feels like witnessing a slow-motion genocide. And yet for all the laws, the money, the corruption, the forest continues to fall inch by inch, day by day. Number 3. Mysterious creatures. The Amazon is alive in ways we cannot fathom. Strange beings lurk in its depths, half human, half animal, whispers on the wind and shadows among the trees. Explorers tell of the maricoxy, tall, reddish-haired bipeds that vanish when approached, and the mapinguari, a one-eyed monstrosity with claws and a stomach-wide mouth, its roar carrying miles through the forest. Even the rivers hide horrors. Giant anacondas, twice the size of the largest recorded, slither unseen, legends of their appetite terrifying the locals. Then there's the parasitic catfish, able to enter the human body through the smallest opening. The forest is alive. It watches, it waits, and it reminds you, the world outside our maps is not entirely ours. Number 2. Civilization collapse. Those lost cities were not mere villages. They were thriving, complex societies. Cities so intricately engineered that humans once thought it impossible to feed so many without destroying the land. They created fertile soil from ash, compost, and bones, the famous terra preta. Yet despite their brilliance, they fell. Drought, war, disease, perhaps all at once, unmade them. When Europeans arrived, survivors were few, and the great societies of the Amazon had disappeared almost overnight. Standing among their ruins, you feel an existential chill. No matter how advanced, how resilient, how carefully you shape your world, collapse waits, and the forest will ensure it is forgotten. Number 1. The post-apocalyptic garden. The ultimate horror is not a monster or a river, but an idea. The Amazon is not untouched wilderness. It is a garden left to die. The forests we call wild were once carefully cultivated landscapes, orchards, fields, and cities engineered to sustain millions. And now, centuries after its people vanished, the jungle has claimed it all. Walking through the forest today is walking through a ghost. Every tree, every vine, every twisted root tells a story of humans who lived, loved, labored, and vanished. The Amazon is a monument to what can be lost, an ecological graveyard, a reminder that even the greatest societies are fleeting. And as you leave the forest, carrying the echo of boiling rivers, lost cities, vanished empires, chainsaws, cryptids, and post-apocalyptic gardens, you realize the scariest truth of all. The Amazon is not just a place. It is a mirror. It reflects not only the past, but what could happen to us if we forget how fragile the world, and we, truly are. The Amazon hides more than trees. It hides the ghosts of civilizations, rivers that boil, and creatures we can barely imagine. How much of this world remains a secret? And how close are we to uncovering horrors we might never escape? If this sent chills down your spine, like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the dark and unknown.